Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment, news, and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to like and subscribe. Send in those questions and those comments because we want to hear them. I'm your host, Amy Newman. I have with me today, of course, the fabulous, the beautiful, the wonderful Mr. Chris Fagan.
I have never, ever been introduced that way before. That was money well spent. Hey, guys, prepare yourself. Chris Fagan here, and I'm ready to get started. Episode 130. Woo!
All right.
So let's get right into it. So this is why is that trending? Okay, guys. So for why is that trending, we take on a bunch of hot topics. We don't call it hot topics here. We call it just what's trending around the world, and we're going to get right into them right now. We have a few of them that we want to talk about, starting with number one was Star Wars. I think you were the ones who found out about this one, that Star Wars was hiring, was it Taika Waititi?
That's right. So, yeah, Star Wars has been trending all week because we have May the 4th the other day, and then what is it, Revenge of the 5th or 6th?
Today is not only Cinco de Mayo, but Revenge of the 5th. Yep.
Yeah, and they just announced Taika Waititi's coming in to make, he's going to be directing a new Star Wars, which people seem crazy hyped about. I think Taika Waititi's got more buzz than most directors out there right now. Like, it's rare to see a director get announced and everybody really loses their mind like they did for this. But hopefully he's going to be a really good fit. I think he's got a great comedic sensibility, but a really great ability to adapt to the project he's working on. I saw someone saying, well, I don't just want like Thor Ragnarok, but it's Star Wars. So I don't know. But I think he's up to the task. What do you think?
I was very happy to hear about it, and I don't think that the hype around it, the buzz or the excitement around it is as much as it was, or love him or hate him, how it was when J.J. Abrams was first announced that he was going to do the Force Awakens. But I think people are more, I think it's more positivity, way more positivity than negativity. His comedic writing style is, to me, I think would be a great fit for if they did like a, what do they call it, those not the main Star Wars stories, but the Star Wars stories, like the solo ones or the Rogue Ones kind of a thing. So I don't know if Taika Waititi is going to do, is he going to do a main, like, is this going to be episode 10, or is this going to be one of the side projects? Like, are we going to get a Solo 2? Or is it going to be called Dose? I don't know. But I'm excited about it. Go ahead.
Oh, I think they would be smart to do more like an extended universe thing, because I think, God love them, they've been through a lot, but if Star Wars fans have taught us anything, like, when you're really going, this is a Star Wars movie, like, the bar is so high. Like, I think that just the level of criticism you're going to get, and I think stuff like Rogue One has gotten a lot. It's a good movie, but, you know, things like that, or even Solo, people are a little more ready to be like, okay, let's be open-minded about this. So I think it might be to everyone's benefit to not be like, episode, you know, it's the next episode.
Exactly.
Might be too much.
I agree. I think my theory is always that no matter how much criticism or that the audience is giving the latest Star Wars project, it always takes the next Star Wars project to make people remember or know how much they, you know what, now that I think about it, The Last Jedi is a masterpiece. Why? Because the Rise of Skywalker just dropped. It was funny how so many people were bashing the Last Jedi, and then the second the Rise of Skywalker came out, it was like, you know what, now that I think about it, The Last Jedi was a masterpiece. It's funny how the fans are nowadays, but let's see how it goes. I'm rooting for him. I think Taika Waititi would make a great director, and I'm curious to see the character he puts himself in as in there. Will it be from Thor Ragnarok? Same character from Thor Ragnarok. I think he should do it. That's
I think he should.
But our next topic. This is also what's trending. Hercules, live action. Disney has announced it over the weekend that the Hercules movie is getting the live action treatment. Now, Amy, what do you think about it? Now, did you see the original one? And what do you think about this one being the latest from Disney to be brought to live action?
Did I see the original? I'm a 90s baby, Chris. Of course I saw Hercules. Hercules might be, I think we discussed at one point, Hercules is probably my favorite of the like classic Disney animation movies. I think it's got the best Disney score. I'm never overly excited about the live action ones. To me, it's just, like, I think they can do good work on them, but ultimately it's like kind of just making me go, I'm going to go home and watch the cartoon I love now. But if I'm going to get excited about one, it's going to be Hercules. So I think as long as they nail that score and they nail the muses, because that is hands down the best part of that movie.
That R&B type of feel when the muses came out and they brought so much soul into it. That was very interesting. I'm an 80s baby, so I was something teen when that came out. And I remember thinking, wow, that was very interesting. I'm really happy that they went with that direction, because not only did the muses sing like that, but every character, Hercules himself, and I forgot what his girlfriend was named, but she had a lot of soul as well. Like,
a lot of time alone in my bedroom trying to nail the notes on that song. Let me tell you what.
I forgot about that. Thank God for Disney Plus, because it's such an easy platform to where it's like, when you hear the news of a new movie that's about to come out, it makes you, for some reason, it makes you want to go back and go, let me watch that original again. It's at the click of a mouse or a click of a button. And with my children,
that's always my thing with the remakes. It's like it to me just is sort of cashing in on that nostalgia. I hope they do a great job with it. It's just I'm always going to have such a soft spot in my heart for the original, but people seem hype about it. I mean, there's so much debate on who they're going to cast. I feel like definitely one of those, a little like Star Wars, you're never going to please everybody, but
Chris Hemsworth is at the top of that list. Speaking of Taika Waititi, Chris Hemsworth is exactly who they want to play Hercules. I'm going back. I'm going to go old school with it. I'm going to go with Hercules, the Legend of Hercules series. They bring it. What's his name? Kevin Sorbo. Was that his name from the old TV show with Xena? No, they shouldn't do that.
My question is, are you going to do the like the first Captain America where they had to like edit to make him look real scrawny at the beginning? Like, how do you pull that off in live action? There's so much I'm really like Hades with the flame hair. Like, how's that not just gonna look?
Yeah, that's right. He was very thin before his powers kicked in, before he went on his training. The question is, is it Danny DeVito? Is that who did?
Oh, if they don't get Danny DeVito, they can just shut down production right now.
I don't think they need Danny DeVito. You know, if I was to pick a person to bring back, it's who was the man who voiced Hades, because he's still, he still, got it. I feel like I think it would be, I don't know, I would feel weird seeing Danny DeVito.
What? If they don't get him, I think that's just going to be absolute madness.
Oh, if it's a 100% CGI creature and maybe somebody else is doing the motion capture and it's Danny DeVito's voice, I would be 100% okay with it. But Hades,
you could just put a Halloween costume on Danny DeVito and I'd be overjoyed. I'll watch that man do anything. He's a treasure.
He can't do any wrong. But I'm excited about it, and I guess guys, let us know what you guys think about it. Are you excited about it? Who do you want to be cast? Do you want them to just do a complete reboot and just brand new cast? Make this its own standalone thing. Don't do what they did with the Lion King when they brought back James Earl Jones as Mufasa, which I thought I was okay with. I thought that was one of the greatest exceptions. So you're thinking Danny DeVito, I'm thinking Hades. If they bring anybody back, who knows? Let us know what you guys think, and let's go to the next topic. This was also trending out. I didn't catch this one. You did. Now, everybody was talking about on the news after it dropped was the Parks and Rec. A new episode that they did. They raised money for, I guess, what's going on right now with the pandemic and the quarantine and whatnot.
Yeah, food banks and I guess raised it.
It debuted on? Did it debut online or did it debut on air?
It debuted, so they actually did a premiere on NBC. They filmed it obviously after the pandemic had hit. And I feel like it's been really interesting to watch shows like they've been doing it. Obviously, talk shows I think have had a pretty easy time with just doing Zoom and Skype calls and whatever. SNL's been doing it, so they did a similar thing. But it's the first time I've really seen like a sitcom with a real narrative structure try to pull it off. So they did it just as the the, you know, old parks department of Pawnee, like Leslie's trying to put together like a phone tree where everybody just has to call each other. So I think it was the smoothest way to do it, and it definitely worked for like a one-off episode.
Right.
And obviously was really successful and heartfelt, and I cried because I'm an emotional wreck lately.
I heard that song that was for that animal.
Sebastian. Yeah, it was a tearjerker. I was like trying to hide it.
I was trying to watch that show. Oh, I still haven't caught it. And you told me where. So where can you find it if you haven't caught up to it yet?
So the special, I believe, is on Hulu and YouTube. They've made it pretty accessible, and then actual Parks and Rec, I believe, is still on Netflix. If you just need to catch up with that, which honestly, such a feel-good show. So I recommend it.
Another show that did the same thing recently is a new show called All Rise. It's a judge TV show, lawyers and whatnot. It's a drama comedy. And it's on CBS, I believe. And they just aired their latest episode where they're all quarantined. So they were in character, and they filmed on Zoom or whatnot, and everyone was stuck at home. And they're talking about how the courts are backed up, and they even a lawyer even tried to talk to a client, you know, virtually, like the prisons are getting overwhelmed by the virus and things like that. So I watched half of the episode, and it made me feel the way other shows have been making me feel. And it's not their fault. I mean, I know shows have to do what they have to do, but it's like, I'm grateful that CBS loves the show so much, because I love the show, that they're like, we're going to try whatever we can to get another episode out there for the fans. But whenever it's, because I don't know what it is, because I'm living that life. We're right here, we're virtually talking right now. You're at home, I'm at home, and we're trying to do a show right here. But for some reason, I can't watch other people doing those things when I know that it's based on a different type of platform, and I just don't get any entertainment from it. I'm a wrestling fan, and they're wrestling in empty stadiums. I cannot watch that without the roar of the crowd. It
like I like it as like a one-off, and like it was great to see the Parks and Rec characters back, because that's like a total comfort food show for me.
Yes.
It does really drive it home of like just how wild this all is, and just how awful it is, and like just how intense this whole experience is.
Right.
It's like, I'll take like a one-off, but I kind of had to give up on SNL. It's like, this is just bumming me out. Like, this is just reminding me how much we're all stuck. And honestly, I appreciate shows trying to do it, but there's a bit of like, I have such a huge back catalog of like TV I'm trying to catch up on right now that was filmed in the before times that I don't really need a bunch of people trying to make more stuff on Zoom. Obviously, this I consider like a one-off for a great cause, like Mazel Tov, do that. But I definitely don't want shows to start trying to come back under those parameters.
Exactly. I would rather they just, you know, save the film, or just wait it out if they can. If they can, I understand. But I 100% agree with what you're saying. Like I gave the first one for SNL a shot, and it was okay, but I didn't like it. I felt like, okay, I can see this on YouTube. I can do this myself. And but I understand the situation, and I'm glad that they're pushing forward. But it's like you said, it kind of bumps me out. But I do have to say that SNL did better the second time around. I did like the second one better than the first one, so I'll give them a shot. Other talk shows like The Late Show and things like that. Some people like I think is it Jimmy Fallon? I think Jimmy Fallon's doing it good with his family. I think. What's his name from the Late Show? He was also on SNL. Forgot, I think he's on CBS. It's the Late Show. Yeah, he struggled, and the funny, like the first couple of shows he did, he struggled. On TBS, what's her name? I'm so bad with names. Why am I always forgetting names? There's just a bunch of others, hosts and TV hosts that they knew how to handle it, because I guess they know the technology better. And some people struggled, and some people just don't. But shows like All Rise, I guess I got 10 minutes into it, and I understood what they were going for, and I was grateful. I was like, wow, I'm glad I'm watching another episode. But 10 minutes into it, I'm like, I feel like I feel like I missed my calling. I should have been cast on the show. I feel like I was watching. I feel like I was watching our conversation right here, and our lighting is better. I don't know. Maybe
I do love. Am I the only one who like is low key obsessed with seeing the inside of celebrities' houses? Like, I hate when they're up against a wall. I'm like, no, show me your living room, coward. I'm so nosy. I like want to know. I'm like, where does Amy Poehler live? Like, show me.
You know what? And I think you're right. I think for this episode, I think that obviously they're probably at home recording.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, one of the characters was like, he was exercising, and I was like, wait a second, you're in character, you're playing your character, you're supposed to be at home and you're doing a home workout, and he's exercising on his patio, but his character lives in like a high rise, and I just thought of that. So now I think I'm about to go back, finish watching the show, and kind of pick out how you're obviously, pretending to be in character from home.
Similarly with Parks and Rec, they kept having to explain like, why are Andy and April in two different rooms? Because obviously they get together.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'm wondering if that's what they should try to do. Like if they get a camera set up and you get a green screen. I think that's what SNL did a little bit. But we can probably go on and on about this one, guys. Let us know what you guys think about. Do you appreciate that some of these shows are obviously they're getting renewed, like All Rises. Parks and Rec is they did that just for a charity, so maybe you can disassociate it better because you know exactly what they were trying to do. It was something like, this is for the fans for a show that's already been canceled. But how do you feel about the shows that are currently running that are trying to film during these weird times, like wrestling, for example, the latest episode of All Rise? Are you okay with it, or does it like it does to me and Amy? Does it bum you out? Let us know what you guys think. Comment below, and let us know what you guys think about that. So moving on to the next topic, we heard that Joss Whedon got the green light to reboot one of his classic TV shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was so thrilled about this. This is something I've been waiting for a long, long time. A new reboot, a new take, and a modern take of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. How long have you, Amy, been a fan of Buffy? I'm sure you've seen each and every episode, and I ask you this, and you know why I'm doing this. I'm putting you on a spot on purpose. Explain yourself.
Well, when it came out in 1997, I, at the tender age of 5, really wanted to watch some vampires get slayed. I was heavy into that noise. Yeah, big fan. Never seen it. I'm sure I'd love it. It seems up my alley, but I'm pro-vampire. I'm not here for vampire slaying. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't you a vampire on like Instagram? I thought I saw you with the vampire teeth and whatnot.
I have a web series in the works that is about vampires. Ooh. So little shameless self-promotion there. Don't mind me.
Oh, if you like that.
No, it's been on the to watch list for a really long time. I've heard nothing but good things. Honestly, I've heard it's great. Like, Bechdel Testian television, very, female empowering and all that. So I'm all for a reboot and a new generation finding and loving it. And I will catch up in my quarantine time.
Joss Whedon, the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original movie, when he lost the rights to the original film. The original film had it was like a campy, it was like considered, I guess, a B movie, but there was something there where he felt like, okay, I want to do something more with this character, and he was able to convince Warner Brothers to give him a series. So the people who still own film, they still own it to this day. And I heard that they were going to make a new movie. It was going to be totally without Joss Whedon. I think they were trying to capitalize on the fact that he successfully did the first Avengers movie and then the second Avengers movie, and he's really good at writing females. He puts them in lead positions a lot on TV shows and on movies, and he's good at writing teams. So that's why Marvel got him for the Avengers movie, because he can write a big cast, and he's very good at that. So when I heard that he was doing a reboot to Buffy, I got super excited. Now, I'm giving you a hard time. I did not watch Buffy when it originally aired. I caught up to Buffy at the very end. I think it was like the 6th or the 7th season when it was already almost way out the door. I finally started watching it. I don't know if it was when Netflix first started streaming TV shows, or like 2010, 2011-ish, around then. I decided to catch up to every episode. And this is what I did. I watched Buffy all the way up to the part where the season where the character who plays Angel, I forgot his name. There was a spinoff show called Angel. And I realized, oh, this must be where that spinoff is. It feels like he's leaving the show. I looked up online the timeline of everything. And then I watched Angel as well. On the following season, I would watch an episode of Buffy, and an episode of Angel, and an episode of Buffy, and an episode of Angel. And I'm currently doing that right now with Grey's Anatomy. I'm watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy, episode of Private Practice, and I'm watching it in the order as it aired. And
I love that you have a system.
I am committed. I am trying to have the full experience. So if
special level of nerdy, I love it.
The sweaty. Oh yes, I'm dripping sweat. I freeze frame things when I see an actor that I see at a young age. Oh my God, is that a young?
You're like angrily writing them about discrepancies, like, but in episode 3.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit more about episode 5 of season 16? But yeah, it's all the way to watch it. I'm telling you, you probably would like it, and I recommend doing that, guys. Well, guys, let us know what you guys think. Are you interested in a new Buffy series? I feel like it would be as much of the envelope as that series did push on a lot of topics. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was ahead of its time, even for the 90s and early 2000s. Now that the times have changed, I'm thinking it only could be better. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys interested in seeing Buffy, or would you rather see the original cast give us some more from the original series? But let us know what you guys think and comment below. And now let's move on to We Got Your Mail. What is We Got Your Mail? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask, because we're not streaming this live, we're recording this. But We Got Your Mail. We take all the viewer, subscriber questions and comments. We collect the ones that we like, and we write back to the ones that we do not like, and we find out where you live, and you're gonna have to say it to our face. We put you on the spot like that. But we want to we want to answer your questions and follow up with your comments right here. So this is the section where we're going to do it. So let's start with something that was brought in the Facebook fan group that they wanted us to be made aware of. So I snagged the link and I looked at it a little bit. And this is in the works. Did you get the chance to read the article a little bit about this reality show?
Yeah, I don't know, just talking about like seeing like my favorite characters back on a scripted TV show in this format bums me out. Like combining that bum out with reality dating TV show bumming out. I should stop saying bumming out. I feel like this is sounding like something else. But point being, this sounds like the saddest thing maybe ever. I mean,
it's like a Dancing with the Stars kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, love works in mysterious ways. If someone finds everlasting love,
flavor,
I don't know. I feel like we're just running out of ideas for reality. Like some reality show producer was like, "Oh, this is a twist." Like we already have Circle. We already have Love Is Blind. Like it's just forcing us to do it now. We already have Too Hot to Handle, like dating where you can't touch. Like it's just like the universe just combined all of those and went, "This is reality now."
You know what? You might be onto something right there. It's almost like I can feel the marketing department of the commercial stars. Hey guys, we know you don't have anything else to do. You know you can't escape. So let's try all these new this bad plots of reality show. I checked out of like reality TV a long time ago. There's only like 1 or 2 reality shows I'm watching that I can stomach. I'm gonna be sitting there wondering if anybody's gonna catch the virus or something like that. I don't know why. you saw your reaction. That's how.
All right. They're not putting you on the production team for that one. Anyways.
It's like instead of handing the rose or something like that. That's just where my dark mind went. So that's why I just probably should not watch this show at all. But
I feel like they should just hand out rolls of toilet paper.
exactly, exactly. It's true love. It's oh my god, there's just too many jokes to go.
I'm share my toilet paper with just anyone right now, you know.
Exactly. So, oh my! If a bachelor type figure hands a roll of toilet paper to a crying, can I borrow him for a minute, type of a person or something like that, I'm just gonna freak out.
That show should get an Emmy. Anyway.
Next question from JFS the reviewer. You guys might know him. Do you have a guilty pleasure horror movie that you enjoy watching, even if everyone says it sucks or it's boring? Do you still enjoy watching it?
I mean, I'm such a horror wimp. I was gonna say a less family-friendly word. I'm such a horror wimp that I feel like I'm only gonna watch a horror movie if people really have told me it's good. You know, like I've seen a lot of the big ones, but it's because people have been like, no, this one's worth it. It's great. It's actually, it's like it stresses me out too much to sit through a lot of the crap. So that's it. I think my guilty pleasure horror would be like those like bad 50s, 60s, like, like stuff they do on like Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, like, yeah. The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Oh, yeah. We were just watching Manos, The Hands of Fate, which translates to Hands, The Hands of Fate. It's good stuff. It's a fantastic, nonsensical movie about a cult, I think. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. I don't know. How about you? I feel like you're more the horror buff of the two of us.
Well, no, I used to like watching the classic stuff, the Freddy's, the Jasons, and things like that. Yeah. And ever since I became a dad, I've turned into more of a wimp, because whenever I watch horror movies now, I imagine myself there, and like, what if my kids get caught up in that situation, and I tear up. I've become more of a wimp nowadays. I'm so scared that something's going to happen to them. But if there was I was thinking about it a second ago. If there was a guilty pleasure, I remember back in the day I had a guilty pleasure movie, one of those B list movies that nobody really watched. It was things like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or those like really bad, where these literal clowns from outer space would come down, and they were kidnapping people, wrapping them up in this cotton. They shoot this ray gun at them, and they would cocoon them in cotton candy, where they would stick a big novelty straw into the cotton candy and suck their blood out, stuff like that. And it was good stuff.
I will say there was this one, tying in a little bit to the reality TV. I did watch this one British series, and it was on Netflix. I'm not sure where you can find it now, but it was called Dead Set. Dead Set. And it was like Big Brother, like people filming Big Brother kind of show. And then the zombie outbreak started, and it was pure guilty pleasure of just like, because it's all like all the characters they made is everyone's playing these like obnoxious reality TV wannabe stars, so it was so satisfying to watch them all get eaten by zombies.
Is that on? You said that's on Netflix?
At least it was a couple years ago, but if you can find it, it's a British series, and it was just a ton of fun. Like it was pretty good zombie horror, but like it was just the ultimate like guilty satisfaction of like watching the like, I'm not here to make friends girl get eaten by.
I would have to watch it. I've been digging everything British now lately, like Marcella, stuff like the Mrs. Dr. Foster, stuff like. I've been digging a lot of British TV lately, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Dead Set. It's also another one from JFS the reviewer. Are you a fan of anime horror shows? What is up with JFS and horror? He really wants to find out. Or do you think they feel too realistic and gory to watch? Now, as a person who watches not that much anime, I cannot. We just both mentioned that you don't watch that much horror at all, so I'm sure you haven't watched horror anime at all.
Yeah, I'm more of a horror person than I am an anime person. And I gotta say, just based on that question, I'm like, I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say yes. That is probably not gonna fruit my loops. It's not my thing.
I think the closest things that I've seen to like an anime that dealt with horror. Now the type of anime that deals with a lot of monsters and stuff, it's not going to be on any platform that I'm going to be able to recommend on this show.
Chris, if there are tentacles involved, I don't think you need to share that with the group.
Oh, okay. Well, so you caught me. So yeah, that's exactly where 100% where my mind went. Now I cannot confirm nor deny that I have witnessed those types of horror anime kinds of movies a lot. And so are they realistic? I hope not. Good God. Gory, yes. But
I've seen the way they build those women. You just snap in half. There's no support of the waist with the. It's not possible.
I never would have thought that when I saw the question, do you think that they feel too realistic? I'm like, what movie are you? What are these movies that you're watching? And I need to know the names of it, so I'll probably know never to watch these.
Yeah, send us some recommendations so we can never do that.
Yeah, exactly. And JFS, the next time you're on the show, buddy, do you need a hug? Because I'm here. we got your back, buddy. I'm worried about you, man. Or maybe it's just my sick mind because I'm thinking about the stuff I'm thinking about. But
moving on. Go on.
Christian, you're a mile deep. Just stop digging, sir. Okay. All right. Last one comes from Eric Danes. He writes in on the Twitter account. I just saw True Grit for the first time last night. What are some of your favorite or quintessential Westerns? I will let you take the floor now.
I mean, True Grit is up there. Full disclosure. I may have made him watch it. Thanks, Eric. Love you, honey. But as far beyond that, I do highly recommend that as like a great modern Western. I guess quintessential, the one that comes to mind, and it's so old school, but like my dad raised me on some of the old school ones. So something like How the West Was Won, I feel like is very like quintessential old school Western. Favorite then of course has to be something completely opposite, and I would go Blazing Saddles as my personal favorite. Just to really flip the script on the like, clean cut, neat and tidy kind of Western. And that's one thing I liked a lot about True Grit, of like, you're watching that and you're going, oh, no one in this time period smelled good, did they? Like, I hate Westerns now as an adult. Like, I loved them as a kid, but as an adult, when you watch it, and it's like all the women have like perfect makeup and cute little outfits, and everyone showered in the last 24 hours. It's like, that's not what it was like.
Oh, yeah,
I know
exactly.
now.
Exactly.
All very whitewashed and clean.
The scientists back then was like, you know what? I was like, oh, hey, Paul, what are you going to do in the science lab today? Well, I'm thinking about making a transportation device called a bicycle. It's going to have a huge, giant wheel in the front and a very tiny one in the back. It's brilliant. Like, it blows my mind how things were back then. Oh, I am not much of a Westerns kind of person. The last Westerns I saw I did see True Grit, the later version, the remake. I saw that. I'm thinking of things now. Now I go into like Quentin Tarantino mode. I'm like thinking the Hateful Eight, things like that.
No, I was trying to think of some Westerns, and Django and Hateful Eight, and
that's the latest ones that I've seen.
And those are great.
Denzel Washington was in one. I think he was in a remake with Chris Pratt. Was that the? I keep wanting to say was it the Magnificent Seven?
I think it was a remake of the Magnificent Seven. I saw it. It doesn't. That's my review of it. I literally can't remember what it was called. I did like that movie. Now, does it stand up as a quintessential? I couldn't answer because I never saw any of the classics, original, like the Blazing Saddle ones. I've never seen them. So my quintessential, this is sad. My quintessential Western is Back to the Future 3. I someone knew you were going to say that. I'm like, he's going to say to the Future 3, isn't he?
It's Marty McFly, it's Biff, who you call and yell. You know, I'm like, it's funny. You have a time machine getting pushed by a locomotive, man, and a hoverboard. It's the perfect movie. Calvin was he? I think he called himself Clint Eastwood. Like, what's your name? Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. I said, of course you go with that name if you go back in time. Of course. That's my quintessential.
All right, well, we got it. I'm gonna have to watch some more horror movies. You're gonna have to watch some more westerns, and none of us are gonna watch anime horror.
Yeah, exactly. None of us are gonna tap into whatever JFS is. I can't pick up what you're putting out, sir.
We're gonna send someone to check in on him.
Yeah. We're worried, but but that was it. That was the last one.
Yeah, that is our show. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, support the channel, become a subscriber, send us a like. Make sure to send us your questions and comment. We will read them for We Got Your Mail. Make sure to follow us on all the things, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at T3 Medias. I'm Amy Newman.
Hey, I'm Chris Fagan.
And this show was filmed in front of a live studio audience of my imaginary friends.
I knew you were going to come up with something good.